Hey, Mark Shepard, honesthypnosis.com, and today is a Friday, and all week we've been working with the idea of the warrior, kind of the peaceful warrior, but nonetheless the idea of a warrior in the best sense of the term. This is not the spiritual bully. This is the spiritual warrior. This is not the peaceful bully. It's the peaceful warrior. The idea that a warrior is really male or female, the best of us, right? There are more and more popular movies with a female warrior lead, kind of. The Hunger Games pops into my mind. Some of the cultural consciousness around the roles of women and men have been changing, and I think that's a healthy thing. It's a good thing. The challenge is for men is that we come to the warrior thing perhaps more naturally than women. I don't know. That's an opinion. But there are more and more men who have somehow got it into their minds that it's not okay to be men. It's not okay to honestly be the kind of man they would be perhaps, 2,000 years ago, right? We have experienced in the last 100 years a massive shift in gender roles and gender understanding, and people are more and more understanding that both men and women have the masculine and the feminine in them. However, the warrior, whether you want to think of it as a feminine warrior or the masculine warrior, is a universal archetype, right? It is literally, and I've noticed I say literally a lot, and I've got to work on that, right? But it is something that is true, that when you are climbing a mountain, for example, whether you're a man or a woman, it's you against the mountain, it's you against your excuses, it's you against your desire to stop, it's you against your comfort zone. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it's good to have a worthy adversary. I love the idea of an arena, that life is an arena, and that the challenges and problems that come to us are worthy adversaries, worthy of our attention, worthy of our ability to rise to meet any challenge, right? So I think that's a healthy mindset. And so as we play and continue to play with the idea of the spiritual warrior, the emotional warrior, the person who's not afraid to step up into the arena of life and give it their best shot, that for me is really powerful, and I think it's really helpful. And a lot of times when things are challenging for me, when I step back into the warrior mindset, it helps me to be unattached to outcomes and to really enjoy the process of growing. Many of you know I had some shoulder injuries, and so like doing push-ups for me, like I have to do it on my knees, which for a lot of guys is, that's what sissies do, right? But for me, I've been working from my knees doing push-ups, right? And realizing this is something I need to strengthen, right? This is something that I never did much in life because I was so busy playing guitar, and my arm was so hunched over my guitar that I need to realign. I need to strengthen muscles that I've never strengthened. For me, that's a warrior's challenge. That's the arena I work in every day whenever my computer is thinking or whatever. I got a medicine ball this week, a 20-pound medicine ball, and I work it. I'm working my body, right? But I'm doing it in a way that works with my life, and that's what I teach. And I want to just kind of reflect before I end this and give you your takeaway. I want to reflect that it's coming up on Columbus Day weekend. It's been 12 months now since I really set myself a warrior's challenge to I was in decent shape. I was okay. I felt good. I had plenty of energy, but I had a little bit of a belly. And I still have a tiny little bit of a belly, but it is melting away. It didn't melt away instantly, right? I changed things. I interrupted my eating patterns, my routines. As a warrior interrupts routines so that a warrior's always ready, right? If you get too complacent, if you get too used to the way things are, then when things change, it throws you a loop. But when you expect everything to change, you have power. So I went into getting fit with a different mindset. I had been kind of half-heartedly attempting it for the previous 4 years. I started working out, but I kept my food exactly the same. And I saw no results other than I did feel myself getting stronger. So I realized, okay, I have to move my body intelligently, and I have to move my body in ways that begin to develop muscle, because muscle changes your hormonal thing, your hormonal process. And so we want to build muscle. Yeah, we want to exercise more. But for me, it was the question of the food. And I was eating a healthy diet. However, I was eating quite a bit of fruit, and I was eating probably more 88% dark chocolate than I should have. And so I got serious and I lost 20 pounds. And then I started adding fruit back in. I went totally low carb and I lost the weight. And I began to gradually add fruit back in. In the summer, I did have 1 ice cream cone a week. And I did not pack on the pounds. I kept it, it was stable, pretty much between 210 and 214 was my kind of wave of variability, so to speak. So I got back just a couple of weeks ago. I decided to get back into low carb because I want to see if I can get my weight down to 205 and my muscle up. I think it's at 35.5% now, and my fat content is about 17.5 to 18%, and I'd like to get my fat down to 16% or 15%, and my next phase will be to build muscle. But the thing is that there's so many misconceptions around weight loss, just like around hypnosis, that I think it merits a course. And I have a course that I've been working on that I continue to update and add to as I continue on my journey. And I'd like to invite you to check it out today if you are thinking about possibly beginning to get serious about loving yourself enough to take exquisite care of your body. And if you have an open mind enough about the fact that the foods that we've been told by the government are good for us are not. They're just not. And this is about a food plan that is not a diet. It's a lifestyle. I do not count calories, and I've changed how I eat, and I've changed the space between my meals. And I'll get into that in the course, but I just wanted to share with you the idea that unless you're working on yourself, unless you have a project going, what are you doing here, right? Honest Hypnosis is about you mastering your mind for a change, and certainly it's not just about the food when it comes to your body, when it comes to getting fit and staying fit. And the idea is for a long-term sustainable body that you enjoy being with all the way up till, I don't know, you're 100, 110, however long you want to be here on this planet. That your time here is in a body, I call them spaceships, that are in, your time is enjoyable. And one trainer kind of put it a little bit bluntly. He said, dude, when you're in your 90s, you want to be able to go to the bathroom by yourself. And that's going to take muscle, right? We start losing muscle mass as we age. And the way to hold on to that is to do intelligent, gentle, effective, safe exercise, right? And so the kind of exercise that I propose is what I call slow burn. And it's something where if you do any exercise really slowly with a lighter weight, but really, go into slow motion with it, you can get a hell of a workout in a much shorter time. So it's about saving time, it's about sustainability, it's about the kinds of foods that actually taste good, that your body is designed to actually use as fuel. And it's about keeping your mind in the right place at the right time. So I'd like you to check it out today if you have a minute, or later on when you're ready, because you have to do it when you're ready, right? And there were certain things that happened in me that really signaled that I was ready. And a year ago, I went to a workshop, a dating workshop, right? And it was with men and women, and it was about relationships and about how we misunderstand each other as men and women. And in the process of that, I met one of the coaches there who does consulting for people on how they dress. And one of the comments she made to me, which really, really locked in something, she said, "Mark, you have a really nice body." This is before I lost the 20 pounds. She said, "Mark, you have a really nice body, but it's like you're hiding it in your loose clothing," right? So part of what happened was that a very attractive woman told me I had a good body, right? And I'm like, really? I kind of feel like I'm a little fat, right? And I'm okay being a little fat. I love myself, but I didn't think anybody would appreciate my body. And the thing is, we have to appreciate our own bodies. We have to appreciate these amazing vehicles through which we can express, through which we can move, we can travel, we can do things, we can bend over and pick up something we dropped on the floor. That's a miracle, right? And I want you to be able to do that fully healthy, filled with vitality and ease of movement, and to be eating the kinds of foods where your brain is just firing and you're sharp and you're keen and you're just filled with joy and love. That's really the idea. So that's what this course is about. It's called It's Not Just About the Food, and you can find it here on the site. I think it's all hooked up and ready to go. I think we just moved it over. I'm not sure if that process is done, but check it out. I think there is a way for you to get into that course if you're interested. Of course, most people start that course right after the New Year holiday. You don't have to wait that long. You can get started now because the holidays are coming. What if you made it through the holidays and got to January 1st of whatever year you are watching this in, already on track, and just noticing that, wow, you are supporting your resolution with action, with intelligent action. And so the course is essentially just, there's like 3 or 4 videos per module, and there's a bunch of modules, I think 16 modules at this point. And you can watch one video a day, or you can jump in and watch as much as you want and go back to it when you need it to be inspired. So that's it for today. I just wanted to tell you about that. I wanted to celebrate for myself the fact that I've come a long way in the last 12 months. And I did a lot of that process on camera so that you could join me when you're ready. And I think that's kind of a cool thing. And I love you. I deeply believe in you and the spirit that you are moving around in this body. We are not our bodies. We are something else, but we have bodies, and let's take exquisite care of them. So that's my mind mastery moment for today. Your takeaway is to begin to love your body as a warrior loves his or her body, because without it, who are you in the arena of life, right? You need your strength, you need your power, you need your flexibility, you need your vibrant health for everything else. So that's it for today. I love you. I will see you on the inside. HonestHypnosis.com. This is Mark Shepard, and I will talk to you in the next one.